We have reached 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Hello, I am Josiah and welcome to Josiah is Right. We have reached 1,000 subscribers. That's amazing and mind-blowing. I definitely didn't think it would happen that quickly. And the video that did it was a Star Wars video about the prologue from the novel. And I just make the content that sort of drives my passion, and it's great when it connects. And I read that prologue and I'm like, this is really interesting. And I want to share that with people, and I'm glad people found it. And that's awesome. It's the most popular video I've had on my channel, and that's just over a few days. And I've had the channel for basically 8 years, as long as my daughters have been alive. And I guess that kind of leads into, I haven't not shared this, but why I started this channel. So I'm in the Producers Guild, and my mentor in the guild that, literally my mentor that got me in, or sponsor I guess would be the word, but he's been my mentor as a producer. Blaine, he had connections to YouTube, like in LA, like the YouTube studio space. And he just liked my personality and, the way I talk about stuff on camera. It's conversations I have with people, right? As probably as with you watching. And he was like, I want you to consider being, on talent for YouTube. And I didn't see myself that. I'm a writer. I like to, hide and write, go away and write in secret. But then he encouraged me to start a channel to get practice, right? Now, nothing ever came of that with him. He'd wanted to pair me with a pretty girl. It's kind of his thing, that sort of I'm the geek expert, I guess, and she's the pretty girl, which that was the idea at the time. But that never happened. But I started the channel just to get practice on camera and force myself to do this and make videos. There's tons of videos if you can watch my backlog. And so with the Star Wars video, the Return of the Jedi one, it did pretty well, but over a longer period of time and very slow. And this one just kind of, for me, this is exponential. I know to the rest of the world and to other channels that are out there that I watch, like the rest of you, it's nothing, but this is astronomical for me. And I'm really grateful for that people found it. Again, it was something that I thought was interesting, so I decided to share it with you, with the world. And so with that, I just want to talk about upcoming videos. The next big sort of exploration video is one on James and the Giant Peach. So hopefully you're a fan of the movie and the book. It kind of looks at both, and in my personal life. And I actually recorded a version of this video before Christmas time, and I was gonna film some stuff with my parents at Christmas. I did pick up some shots there of sort of the scenery, the snow. I'm from Pennsylvania originally, near the woods, near Pittsburgh, I'd say. And so I filmed that stuff, but the stuff that I filmed here, no audio. So I experiment sometimes with camera, sound setups, things like that. And usually I'm really good at checking my audio levels. I have experience enough to do that. Didn't do that. So I had this video that took me a long time, but I rewrote some of it and reread the book actually just over the last couple weeks. So that's my next one. I have that ready to go. I just need to sit down and film it. I can do this now because I have a little bit of time because I do have little kids as well. So that's the upcoming. The other stuff is stuff with my kids. My daughter Penny, my older daughter, especially if you're new here, she loves to help me out with videos. We're gonna do one where it's a Lego build, which is something I haven't really done before. Do some collecting stuff on this channel, but I've done a lot in the past, but kind of shifted away from it to make, spend time on the quality content videos. But we were gifted some Star Wars Legos. We're like, well, we'll build them, why not? And a couple other things that I filmed with them here. So those I filmed before I filmed the Star Wars one. It just didn't get a chance to post and edit. So those will be coming up. So if you're new, you get to meet the rest of the family. And then with that, upcoming events, if you're in Southern California, come to, what is this one? Let me check my notes. Anacon, which is the Anaheim convention, might be anime, but it is at the Anaheim Public Library. It's a free convention, free for me as a vendor, which is cool too. And I will be there on Saturday, 10 to 4 o'clock. 10 to 4 o'clock, that's Saturday, April 12th. So if you're in Southern California, come say hi. Then I will be at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach, in Culver City from 12 to 3 on April 16th. And then the same day, also April 16th, at their Manhattan Beach location from 4 to 7. So that's gonna be full day. Penny will be with me. She did cover art for one of my comic books and is doing cover art for the upcoming Kickstarter comic. May 3rd, Coffee and a Comic, my local comic book shop here in Huntington Beach from 10:30 to 2. It's free comic book day. So in addition to the free comic book day stuff, I will be there selling my book and comics and stuff like that I'll have, and just come say hello. So yeah, I'm primarily a writer. I teach writing. And so these events are all to sell my book, The Paperboy, and I'll have some of the comic books. The Burrow, which is currently on Kickstarter right now as I record this and post this. I won't have any print copies yet for then. A slim chance for the May 3rd, but probably not, because there's a part of that I didn't put in the campaign because I've been talking to the artist. So my friend Rick Drake, he did a cover for Young Zombie that was in the Kickstarter, and he's just a great artist. I wanted him to do just a fight. So I wrote this thing I'm calling the B-Story Brawl, and I want every issue to have just a fight in it, because the comic book itself, it has dramatic moments, but it's almost more of a love story, like the failing of a relationship and how tragedy can make us a villain. So that's like the crux of the primary story. So I wanted some action, and that's the B story. It's kind of the reverse of the old X-Men classics, if you read those, where I would read those a lot, and they'd have the original comic and have these backstories that were really character-driven stuff. You'd have a conversation between like Nightcrawler and Wolverine that were like, printed in the 80s, early 90s, whenever X-Men classic X-Men, whichever order the words were at that time, that were much more character-driven. So that's kind of the reverse with my case, where the story is a little bit more character-driven. There is action in it, particularly towards the end, but then the action will come in that B story, and Rick Drake is going to be doing that art, but that's happening now. The rest of the comic is ready to go. It's already created. I just need to finish up some lettering, but the B story is not. So that's that. So that's all to say. If you come see me, I have some stuff. Come say hello. If you're in Southern California, those are the events coming up, and that is that. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you watching, for you finding the channel, and I'm looking forward to making new content soon. Thank you. Bye.